Good afternoon and welcome to Benedetti Worley Stadium on the campus of North Central College. Today's college conference of Illinois and Wisconsin women's lacrosse game features the Illinois Wesleyan University Titans and your North Central College Cardinals. Introducing today's starting lineup. First for the Titans. Number 3, Abby Kushina. Number 5, Claire Twist. Number 7, Sarah Duff. Number 8, Danny Engelbright. Number 9, Sam Bidlack. Number 11, Brianna Metry. Number 13, Jess Shell. Number 15, Maggie Kraus. Number 22, Mariah Smith. Number 23, Claudia Richmond. Number 25, Sydney Allen. And number 44, Brian Kelly. Illinois Wesleyan is coached by Lindsay Keller. She's assisted by Alex Olson and Claire Rosenberg. And now with starting lineup for your North Central College Cardinals. Number 2, Nikki Maris. Number 7, Paige Nedherney. Number 10, Anisha Mattingly. Number 11, Christina Truver. Number 12, Cassie Whaling. Number 14, Mink Richardson Clerk. Number 19, Madison Moss. Number 20, Jessica Dietjen. Number 22, Emily Zadney. Number 24, Jordan McFarland. Number 25, Rebecca Clausen. And number 28, Kat Schultz. The Cardinals are coached by Danielle Fiala. She's assisted by Claire Norfleet and Gabby Knives. The faculty mentor is John Small. At this time, we please ask that you rise and face the flag at the south end of the field as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Hello, welcome into NCTV 17, a Saturday production of Cardinal Lacrosse. The women's team takes on Illinois Wesleyan and what should be a very important conference showdown. In fact, both of these teams sport identical 9-5 overall records, including 2-1 marks inside the CCIW. Beautiful day for lacrosse as well here at Benedetti Worley Stadium on the campus of North Central College. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kevin Jackman on Naperville Community Television, Channel 17, or online at nctv17.com. Bright, sunny, slightly breezy. Temperatures will be touching the 60s at some point today as we hit 1 o'clock in the afternoon and prepare to get underway in this matchup. The Cardinals would love a victory today, and not just for the obvious standing purposes, but also retribution against this Titan team that took them down in the CCIW tournament a year ago. A 9-6 score last season ended North Central's season. Table is set. And we're underway. Ground ball won by the Cardinals off the opening faceoff. That was Mink Richardson Clerk winning it for North Central, and they're awarded the ball right here. Cardinals in the all whites. Illinois Wesleyan, the traveling team, in all green. Emily Zadney with it. Had a big day against Carroll a week ago. 8 points overall, 3 goals, 5 assists. There's a nice move. And knocked down, but no whistle. And Illinois Wesleyan will control. And almost a turnover, nearly taken away by Zadney. And now the Titans have numbers coming the other way. Zadney in pursuit from behind. Racing up the field is Brianne Kelly. Behind the net, the Titans go. Shot out in front. Titans still control, and it's now outside and will have to be picked up. You'll notice some signage across the field today. A marathon will be making its way through Benedetti Worley Stadium shortly. We'll talk more about that as the game goes on. We'll also talk about other North Central happenings as we're in mid-season throw of spring sports. Illinois Wesleyan with a long possession here behind the net as we're 2 minutes into this game. Wesleyan, a very good team, and over the last few years have demonstrated that as a save by Kat Schultz is made and thrown out. The Cardinals have it, trying to track upfield. Last year, the Titans 15-4 and 4-2 in the conference. And under Lindsay Keller, over the span of 4 years, they're 30-19. Nice move towards the middle and continuing to control. Thrown to the near side, and coming in is the freshman Christina Truver. Near side, Nikki Maris to behind the net. Making a move is Cassie Whaling, and she gets pushed out, and a whistle on Illinois Wesleyan. Too aggressive in the check, and Whaling has it. An opportunity early on for the Cardinals. Whaling trying to break in. She does. Puts a shot on net, and it's knocked away. Never even made it close to the pipes. And the Titans come the other way with Kelly. Racing up, Maggie Kraus pushes it ahead. And losing that, but picking it back up is Sarah Dust. Just one senior on this Illinois Wesleyan team. That would be Kraus. Everybody else, there's only 4 juniors, heavy in sophomores and freshmen. Turnover, and a whistle will stop play as the Cardinals were racing up the field. A nice job by NCC to force the issue and then get out and run. And it's knocked away from Rebecca Clausen. So a turnover after the turnover, and we're right back to where we started just a few moments ago. Four minutes in, still no score. And that changes right there. On the tally is Sarah Dust. They will check her stick, and assuming that is good to go, we'll be all right. Which it is, and it is a 1-0 score in favor of the visitors.
Assisted by number 9, Sam
The
Bidlack.
assist goes to Sam Bidlack. Dust, a sophomore from Chicago, was a Mother McCauley High School graduate. 5'7" midfielder, attacker, hybrid right in between there, listed on the roster as both. Cardinals have a couple of those as well. Cassie Whaling and Emily Zadney both listed as both an attacker and a midfielder. The versatility to play both positions is kind of nice to have. So Richardson Clerk meets up with Mariah Smith at midfield, and Smith may have won the faceoff, but the Cardinals are the ones to pick it up. Wow, Truver just blows past everybody. Stops, pivots, and now tries to back out. Here's Richardson Clerk. Truver just showing a burst of speed. Zadney controls at the top. And a whistle and fraction on the Titans. That goes against Kelly. Here's Zadney. And it's not clean out of her webbing. She didn't quite realize it for a second or two, I don't believe. Clausen sticking right there, stride for stride, along with Kraus. Thrown out in front and still loose around the crease, and it's controlled by Dust. Not sure if Schultz got a piece of that one. She won't get a piece of that one. Illinois Wesleyan strikes again, and this time it's Danny Engelbright on the goal. So chalk it up to a 2-0 lead in favor of the Titans with 25:03 remaining on the clock. Cardinals will need a rebuttal at some point soon if they want to stay in this game. They want to make sure they stay competitive with Illinois Wesleyan through the 60 minutes in this one. Well, over the course of this game, you may also hear a distant PA announcer, and that is the baseball team is playing over at Zimmerman Stadium.
Sam Bidlack.
That is our PA announcer. Two 2-0 early. Titans with the face-off victory. Wesleyan again trying to force the issue, playing behind the net. Trying to find that open cutter, streaking down the middle, and that's not always readily available. Now they're working it around the horn, and there is Engelbright, who scored just moments ago. Kraus with it, surveying. Schultz out in front, ball still loose. Clausen was close to picking it up, and now jarring it free and picking it up is Anicia Mattingly. And she will play it over to Schultz. Schultz lofts it to the far side. Cardinals with some crisp passing here to get it out of the defensive zone. Blistering past midfield, here come the Cardinals. A couple of whacks at the stick belonging to Jessica Deachin are successful. And now Wesleyan back on the attack. Cardinals have had one good look, but it was knocked away before it ever reached the net. So no official saves for the goalkeeper of Illinois Wesleyan, which would be Claire Quist, a junior from Pennsylvania. So she has yet to be challenged today. Kat Schultz has seen a bevy of shots and perhaps through no fault of her own, a lot of traffic in front of the net, has allowed two to sneak by. Her teammates applaud her. Schultz, that is. Emily Zadney last week, talking to her, said it's incredibly impressive how consistent she is in net, considering the fact that she had never picked up a lacrosse stick and never even entertained a thought of playing the game until just a few years ago. Now you're a collegiate player. That one gets past. And a goal scored by Illinois Wesleyan. The second for Sarah Dust makes it a 3-0 game in favor of the visitors. Cardinals may want to take a timeout and talk this over, and in fact, that's exactly what they're going to do. Danielle Fiala will gather the troops. They'll talk it over, see if they can sort out the issue. We'll take a break as well. We'll be back in about a minute on NCTV 17.
Just a reminder, there's free pizza for any North Central College student in classroom 129 in the stadium. Just have to show your student ID.
Welcome back to NCTV 17. Cardinals trailing early in this one. Quickly falling behind by a 3-0 margin. Titans have been persistent on the attack, and when the Cardinals have the ball, it's been slow going, trying to get to the net, to be quite honest. North Central players have been swarmed, and oftentimes a lot of traffic around the ball leads to turnovers. So they need to sort that out, and in fact, they need to sort out the defensive end as well. A nice move put on right there by Maggie Krause to shake loose, but doesn't stay loose for long. Danielle Fiala in her second year as the head coach, trying to take this team to the next level. It's been 7 years that this team has been in existence, going into 8. No entryway into the defense. Now there is. And a little dump off, and a whistle will blow play dead for the moment. And they'll clear out the restricted area. And essentially a free shot on net will come for Engelbright. And Kat Schultz takes it away. Considering where this program came 8 years ago, I mean, it's pretty amazing what they've been able to do now. I mean, they're considered to be one of the top 4 teams in the conference, basically the last 4 or 5 years. And that, considering they were 0-11 their inaugural season, well, I think that's pretty impressive. Richardson Clerk gets it knocked away, but able to recoup. Cassie Whaling wants to move the ball behind the net. Now goes towards the middle. Shot on goal is good. Emily Zadney connects off a pass and a feed from Whaling. And the Cardinals are on the board 3-1.
By number 22, Emily Zadney. Assisted by number 12, Cassie Whalen.
Beautiful feed there from Whaling. Didn't think she had an avenue to put that ball through. And sure enough, right down Main Street came Zadney and then puts it down and in. Skipping it past Quest. Zadney gets the Cardinals in the scoring column. .21:06 remain. First half of action here at Benedetti Worley Stadium on a beautiful day. Hope you're outside enjoying it. If you're not already here, might as well come down. We still have plenty of game left. Once again, Richardson, Clerk, and Smith meet at midfield. And this time it pops straight out and around and picked up by Kraus. Kraus lofts it ahead, still loose, ground ball, won by NCC. Nice aggressive play there by the Cardinals. I believe that was Jessica Deitchin. Maris switches hands, works behind the net. Waiting for a teammate to appear. Ball loose again. It's a little shovel pass. Working around and around and around. Nice move to the middle, juggling the ball a little bit. Now passing it out in front and decked on the play. That'll be a whistle on Mariah Smith. Nice job by Jordan McFarland to maintain possession that whole time. And I believe she will essentially have what might equate to a free shot right here if she can close the distance down a little bit. Quist will try and make herself big in net. Here comes the shot. It's good. McFarland pulls the Cardinals to within one. That was a solo effort from start to finish. Well done. McFarland, a junior from St. Charles. And the attacker comes through to whittle the lead that was once 3-0 down to 3-2. You know, that big save on the other end by Kat Schultz on the free look for Illinois Wesleyan. That looks even bigger right now. That would have made it a 4-1 game. Instead, the Cardinals turn that into momentum and, in fact, get the exact same play on the other side and make it a 3-2 game. Now it's extremely manageable. The Cardinals are right back in it. Not that they were ever out of it, but certainly you would prefer a 3-2 score than a 3-0 score. Titans will look to respond. You know they want to. Sam Bidlack coming across the back half of the defense. Two Titans both race to the net, and I think there was not enough space between them. Too much congestion. Good defense put on by the Cardinals. That's Truver manning up on Kelly. Working around, but still no entryway. Kelly again trying to find some wiggle room. And Truver denies, gets some help, and this tough angle to put that one in on.
Goal by number 44, Grant Kelly.
That was Kelly again. Looks like Paige Nadherney took the head of the stick to the neck or something to that effect. Coaching staff watching on. You see Coach Danielle Fiala in the gray there, coming from the far side of the bench towards midfield. So in response to the two Cardinal goals, the Titans get their own and make it a 4-2 game. Cardinals trying to press. And taken away, perhaps, almost at least. Nikki Maris trying to force it. And the ball was left behind the crease. And Quist kind of lackadaisically went after that ball. Ground ball. Richardson Clerk right there being kicked around a few times. And they're going to kick Richardson Clerk out of action for just a split moment. And we're back to play. 18:25 to go first half. Kraus with the spin move on Truver, who stays true. A little bit of zone defense being applied by the Cardinals. And falling down is Kelly, knocked away, but teammate Abby Kashina right there. Back to Kraus, and now at the top to Kelly. Well, we've talked about it in the past. It's worth mentioning again, is Schultz able to scoop away a shot. When you talk to these coaches, if you're new to lacrosse, a swipe right there, intercepted by Engelbright. If you've never watched lacrosse, if you've never paid attention to lacrosse, perhaps you were never introduced to lacrosse, there's 12 players on both sides, but it's like a big game of basketball. There's picks, and there's screens, and there's zone defenses, man defenses, there's motion offense. There's post moves. I mean, the similarities are almost endless, except instead of a hoop, it's a standalone net. Cardinals committing a penalty, so Kelly will have the ball. Knocked away. Kelly never had a shot on net because Nat Herney was able to jar it loose. Richardson Clerk having to cut across the net to blanket the Cardinals, make that the Titans. As we hit 16:30 in the game, Schultz again knocks it away. And the Cardinals will be awarded the ball because Schultz got a piece of it and Richardson Clerk beat two Titans to the spot. Good hustle right there. They're going to try and trap her in the corner, and obviously her objective is to not be in the corner. Gets it over to Schultz, who flings it ahead to Clausen. And the Cardinals are off and running. Titans take it away almost instantaneously, and now they're back on the prowl. Titans have seemingly been living in the Cardinal half of the field. Left behind, ground ball being pushed around. Hitting the deck is Clausen. And I believe this will be Titan ball outside. It will be. Clausen fell on top of the ball and nobody was able to get it out. And in the interest of player safety, at the minimum, you'd be interested to get that play blown dead. Cardinals take it away in front of the net, and now they try to push the issue. And a big hit on the outside. Hitting the deck again is McFarland. That's the third time. He's having a bit of a rough go at it. Sidearm pass ahead. With it, Maddie Moss. And she gets a screen right there from Deachin. Good use of a teammate. Nikki Maris winding to the corner. Cassie Whaling right there with her. She throws it out. And nice job by Deachin to hold on. Richardson Clerk at the top. 14:25 to play first half. The Cardinals trail 4-2. Cardinals would love a long, extended offensive possession here that results in a score. At the minimum, to give the defense a little bit of a rest. Whistle. Cardinals will have a free look. A Titan wound up on the turf, and yet the whistle in favor of NCC. Here come the Cardinals. That one's high and out of play off the stick of Deachin. Wailing with it. Player out in front, two of them in fact. And it's knocked loose. Maddie Moss with it. She splits a pair of defenders, gets it knocked away. She's able to just nudge it. Out in front, the Cardinals with a good chance, and they score. On the tally is Nellie Scranton.
Cardinal goal by number 3, Nellie Scranton.
Big hit there. She's able to shake it off and score all at the same time. It makes it a 4-3 game. 13:33 to go, first half. Timeout taken. We'll take one with them. We'll be back on NCTV 17. Nellie Scranton scoring and pulling the Cardinals back to within one. Well, there's one way to look at this, and it's over the last maybe 9 minutes, the Cardinals have outscored the Titans 3-1. The bad news, well, North Central staked them to a 3-0 lead to start. So they're digging themselves out of a hole, although they've been effective so far. Got to keep up the intensity. They want to beat this Titan team that has been a thorn in their side over the years. These two have met 3 times. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, that last meeting, a 9-6 win for the Titans. Third to last game for North Central in the season. Pass out in front, and it's too tall. Ground ball, and it's a whistle being called on North Central, and that is Maddie McHugh drawing the whistle. Cardinals predicted to finish 4th in the conference, and that's currently where they're sitting now, 2-2. But with a win today, if they can pull it out, they would shoot potentially all the way up to number 2. They would be in a tie with Wesleyan. I take that back. They would, yeah, they'd be tied. Both a game over 500. Still loose on the ground. Clausen fighting for it, and it's won by Kelly for the Titans. Tough game on Wednesday for this North Central team. They went down to Rock Island to face Augustana, a team that, mind you, they have never beaten in the program's history. Felt confident they could do it this year, and perhaps they still can if they make it to the conference tournament and face the Vikings. But on that day, despite some strong runs, the Cardinals dropping it by a 12-8 score. Augustana is a very good team. Usually voted on as the first or second team, and again this year with 35 votes, including 4 first place votes, they were in the preseason ranked number 1. Shot ahead, ground ball, and almost jarred loose, but the Cardinals can't quite cover it up. So here come the Titans on the attack. Sarah Dust, who has 2 goals, winds her way towards the net and goes low and able to skirt it past Schultz. So the last 2 times the Cardinals have scored, the Titans have come right back on the other end to do it themselves. (5-3), 10:42 to play, first half. Tough road to the finish line for NCC. After annihilating Elmhurst 19-1 make it, and Carroll 17-2, they have to face Augustana, Illinois Wesleyan back-to-back. Some slight refuge in the University of Dubuque, who by no means is a pushover at 8-6 overall. But then they wrap up the year at Carthage. So really, 3 out of the last 4 opponents are the top teams in conference, and Dubuque is no slouch themselves. They're currently sitting just behind the Cardinals in 5th. Popped up off the restart, and the faceoff won by the Titans. As Danny Engelbright has it. A lot of action today around the athletic campus here at North Central. Women's golf at the University of Wisconsin Whitewater Spring Fling. Men's golf down at Milliken. Tennis in action, baseball in action. Softball is at Mount Mary University. Men's and women's track. Saw the women's track team and Coach Mahesh Nyarnan. That one's wide, sent out of play. Beautiful day for a track meet. These are the perfect days because it's not too hot, and so long as you're dressed appropriately with a hat and sunblock, you're not going to get sunburned. You won't be overheated, you won't be cool. Perfect day to be around a track for, those things go 7 or 8 hours. Fight for the ball around the net after the Cardinals knocked it away. And a whistle will grant this for the Titans. No, for the Cardinals. Excuse me. And another whistle. As Clausen was sandwiched. You see all the Titans with their sticks lofted up in the air. This one's towards the sideline, and it'll be Titan ball. Kashina with it. 5-3, 8:20 to go, first half. Wesleyan scoring the first 3 of the game. The Cardinals responding with 2, and now they have swapped goals over the last 15 minutes or so. Yellow card for Truver. Or was it drawn by Truver? Take that back. It was drawn by Truver. I was wondering why her teammates were giving her high fives. Hey, congrats. You just picked up a yellow card. No, that makes no sense. Boy, Truver's fast. Lost it momentarily. Has it back and goes across the middle to Mattingly. Mattingly has to line back towards midfield to try and find some wiggle room, and now dumps it off. Moss with it. Goes across the field, and it's over the head of Truver and towards the sideline, and Truver will save it from going out of play. Had just a few feet to spare. That pass off the mark as well. Cardinals could use some cleaner passing in the offensive possession to try and maintain and sustain some of those attacks. Wailing on the pressure on the far side. Engelbright, solo mission all the way downfield, now hands it off. If we've hit 7 minutes, the 7-minute mark in the first half. As we near the midway point in this game. Cardinals getting some recognition on the individual level. Jessica Deachin named to the CCIW Weekly Player of the Week list, as the defenseman had an outstanding week. The freshman, I should say, as well. It's certainly a nice accolade to pick up in your first year as a collegiate player. Down under, skips it past Schultz. Krause on the goal, and the Titans right back to doubling up NCC, and it's now 6-3. Krause, the senior from Evanston. Hurts the Cardinals right here. Cardinals have whittled it down 3-2, 4-3. Now the Titans on a 2-goal run. And with 6:09 to go until the half, NCC would like to chip away and make this a 1 or 2 goal game once more. Richardson, Clerk, and Smith face off midfield. Smith again on the win. Seems like Illinois Wesleyan has claimed more of those this afternoon than NCC. Let's see if the stats bear that out. And those stats will. Wesleyan 8, Cardinals 2. One of the big stats that you look at is opportunities, and that shows up in the shots statistical category, in which Illinois Wesleyan owns 13 shots to the Cardinals 4. You throw in 12 North Central turnovers, and that's a recipe for a 6-3 deficit at this point in the game. So when you go into halftime, if you're Danielle Fialo, you're saying we need to be cleaner in the passing game. And we simply need to put the ball on net and put the onus on Claire Quist, who's in the opposite crease. Cardinals could also stand to play a little less often in their own defensive zone. Nice pass ahead now. The Cardinals are racing out. Nikki Maris receiving a pass awkwardly, having to reach behind her head. Pulls it down. Has McFarland to her left. And the pass intended for behind the net to Moss is lost, and it belongs to NCC after it's dropped by Jess Shell. McFarland with it. Spins. Tries to go out in front, and the pass wayward. Picked up by Richardson Clark, and she's hit in the face by Kelly. That can't feel good. That's why a lot of players, I think actually all players, are required to wear that little mask to cover the eyes. Broken nose is a broken nose, but you don't want an eye poked out. That just does not sound very fun now, does it? Deachin, and it's a foul on the Titans, Brianna Metry. Cardinals need a score here. And another whistle on the Titans, a little overly aggressive. Tough angle for Scranton if she opts to try and shoot on goal. And she won't. And again, Metry again drawing the ire of the official. Now Scranton might actually decide to put something up here. Better angle, more space. Can it be a 6-4 game? Well, she doesn't this time, but I believe she'll get another chance. Some of the Titan fans not very happy at the succession of calls here in the last few minutes. 3 minutes remain in this first half of action. Here we go again. Pass goes to the far side, and it's picked away by Kelly. And a whistle on Clausen, and she'll draw a yellow card. So 2 have been dished out. Come the Titans again. Looked like good defense, but the Cardinals getting too much of the Titan player there, and Mariah Smith. So now Smith with a free position shot. Bounces it up and in. And the Titans are continuing to pull away from North Central. As we whittle towards the half, it's now 7-3 in favor of Illinois Wesleyan. Cardinals will need to refocus and figure something out for the second half. Right now they're trailing by the widest margin in our contest today, 4 goals, after battling to claw within 1 on 2 separate occasions. Soft breeze working its way across the field on a gorgeous afternoon in late April. Feels more like May. And perhaps a little cool. Popped up, still loose. Picked up by IWU. And now shaking loose in an odd man rush with Kelly at the helm. She'll wind around the net, dishes it out in front, and still the Titans with it. Pass wayward, and Titans there to recover. Picking it up is Claudia Richmond, another St. Charles native. Shot out in front, Kraus receives and throws it in. And the Titan offense is humming as they lead 8-3.
Assisted by number 9, Sam Bidlack.
Minute 59 to go, and if you're the Cardinals, I think you just have to try and keep them off the scoreboard for the next 2 minutes before you can get going again. Cardinals need to recapture the momentum. That's a certainty. And another yellow card. No, perhaps not. Thrown ahead. Titans want to keep it on the full throttle and just keep going. Minute 40 to work with. Cardinals with it out in front. Taking it away is Anicia Mattingly. Minute 20 to go. Up ahead, Clausen with it.
1 minute remaining.
Goes ahead to Nikki Maris as she wants to find some space behind the net. And we've wound our way under a minute to play, first half. Cardinals trailing 8-3. It's a 4-goal run for Illinois Wesleyan, who led at the start of it only 4-3. Nice move there. McFarland throws down a shot as she was falling to the turf, and it's good for McFarland, a second goal for the game. What a shot.
Cardinal goal by number 24, Jordan McFarland.
What a shot. I wish we had replay, but we just do not. That would have been on repeat for the next, we could have just repeated the whole halftime. Well done, and it gives the Cardinals a sense of positivity with 17 seconds. I checked that, 37 seconds left in the half. That perhaps everything's going to be all right. Face-off will be Christina Truver, representing NCC. Wesleyan, and they cough it up. Titans give it up to the Cardinals. Richardson Clerk with 15 seconds remaining, getting pushed to the boundaries. Moss has it knocked away. 4 seconds remaining. A fight for the ball. Cardinals have to put a shot on net. And it goes wayward anyway. The Cardinals will go into the half trailing Illinois Wesleyan 8-4 on the scoreboard. We'll step aside here at Benedetti Worley Stadium. The second half coming up in about 10 minutes on NCTV 17. After a 10-minute timeout, we're back. Second half of action about to start here at Benedetti Worley Stadium. Thanks for sticking around. Cardinals putting up some fight in that first half, but then conceded 2 runs to the Titans. One to open the game, in which Illinois Wesleyan scored 3 straight to go up 3-0. The Cardinals battled back, make it a 3-2 score. After swapping, Cardinals trailed 4-3. But that's when the Titans went on a 4-goal run to put them ahead 8-3 before Jordan McFarland scores her second of the game, made it an 8-4 score. So that's where we stand, as a fresh 30 minutes starts clicking away. Welcome back to NCTV 17. I'm Kevin Jackman. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. Hopefully you've got the laptop or tablet or phone outside, backyard, front yard, enjoying this beautiful weather. Or your TV set, for that matter. I don't know. Some people do that. Cardinals would love to be the first team to get on the board here in the second half as a whistle blows. And Christina Truver will have a free position. Let's go to goal scorers in that first half. For the visiting Illinois Wesleyan Titans, Dust with 3, Bidlack with 1, Kraus 2, Smith 1, Kelly 1. 8 goals, just 4 assists for the Titans. Meanwhile, the Cardinals striking with 3 different players. McFarland twice, Zadney opening the game with the first goal for the Cardinals, and Nellie Scranton also finding pay dirt. A minute in, and the Cardinals still have possession on the offensive end. That's the announcer's jinx right there. Knocked away from Zadney and floated ahead. Here come the Titans. Around the bend is Kushina, and that pass rejected. Titans showing a lot of patience in that first half, and they're doing so again right here. They will not just blitz the net. Like to be very patient and try and get a lot of motion going around. That pass out in front, it's taken away by NCC, although the ball's still loose, and now a whistle blows, and it's going to be awarded to North Central. Off the restart. Over to the near side, and Zadney. Truver goes cross field. And it's over to McFarland. She will cradle it in. Throws it ahead. Beautiful pass. Maddie Moss out in front. And the goal is wide and out of play. Man, that was a clean shot attempt for Maddie Moss. I think she got whacked in the hand as well. It's awarded to the goalie. Boy, you don't get many of those opportunities. That's one that the Cardinals might kick themselves on later on. By the way, you see those flags that are picketed across the field, international flags, including the United States of America flag. Penalty on the Cardinals. That'll be a free position start for Illinois Wesleyan. With it is Danny Engelbright. That one knocked away by Schultz towards the sideline and picked up. Zadney will have it. Second half of action, 26 minutes remaining. Cardinals and Titans both without a goal here in the second half. Ground ball, fought for, still loose, popped away. And a whistle will give it to North Central. Top of the lane, and Deachin with it. Crosses over. Oh! Smoked as you try to split a pair. Deachin back with it, sidesteps. Two Titans in pursuit. She goes behind the net. That's Whaling. She has to try and get around it, and it's taken away by the Titans. Long pass connected. That one batted down, and the Cardinals have it. Lofted ahead. Taken away by the Titans. Clean swipe. Now the ball's loose again. Sloppy first 5 minutes of the second half. Neither team putting together a good offensive possession since the break. Titans had quite a few of them in that first half. That was a bit surprising. Of course, the Cardinals ended on one. Kraus goes across. Dust with it. She scored 3 times in that opening half. She opts to check down here. Out in front. And a penalty, the Cardinals too aggressive on the defensive end. Schultz, I think, made the initial stop. It caromed away from her, and then it was shoveled on in. Cardinals need to clean up the passing a little bit. Richardson Clerk with it after the whistle. Cardinals have had a tough time getting it past midfield. Titans really put it on basically a full court press. Bouncing around. Finally, Deachin claims it. Now 2 Titans trail the play. Nice move there by Clausen. Thrown backwards. And across. Deachin in. Goes towards the middle. Now to the near side with Maddie Moss. Trying to find McFarland out in front. She was isolated for a moment. Now a shot on goal, and Cassie Whaling connects. And the Cardinals are the first team to strike in the second half. Positive sign right there. Hard-fought goal. Took 7.5 minutes for these two teams to find the back of the twine since the break. Can they do that again? And then 2 more times. Here we go for the face-off. Also called a draw control, by the way. That one's lost off the sideline. Cardinals have it. Schultz. That was not where it was supposed to go. Cardinals fighting to claim it, and the Titans are the ones to do it. Krause ahead. Dust plays behind. Out in front, a lot of room, and Dust claims another goal. That's Camille Sigisio in net, by the way, for the Cardinals, number 99.
Assisted by number 9, Sam Bidlack.
That makes it a 9-5 score with 21-23 remaining. Started to say this earlier, the flags that are along the field, you'll notice, and you'll also see the Naperville Women's Half Marathon and 5K sign there, the finish line. That will be run tomorrow at 7 a.m. An international event. And a beautiful venue to start and finish the race. You can see the finish just off to the right. We're 21 minutes away from our finish in this game. Call goes against Deitchin. NCC trailing 9-5. Should the Cardinals score again, it would make it 9-6, and then that would possibly evoke some memories of last year's 9-6 defeat in the conference tournament. Certainly not a memory the Cardinals would like to relive, but perhaps use as motivation. Zadney shoved, and a whistle blows because of it. Off to the sideline, and the Cardinals want to get going. Stripped away. Now the Titans trying to come the other way. Now they are. Ground ball, and Richardson Clerk got rolled up on. She'll have possession. Cuts to the sideline, now back towards the middle of the field. Sidesteps a few opponents. Pass intended for Deitchin, and her hands wiped clear of the play. She controls on in, knocked away from her, but standing right behind her was Maddie Moss. And Moss is shaking off what looked like a shoulder injury. Moss cutting on in, now has to wind around the back of the net. And another whistle cut right across her face. Moss looks a little shaken up right now. She got a free start. Trying that blue X. To the top and Truver. 19 minutes to play. The Cardinals with a lot of ground to make up. 4 goals to tie, 5 goals to take the lead if they can also hold the Titans off the scoreboard. Whaling has scored in this one. She works with it. Finds a crevice and tripped up and taken down again. So Whaling will step out. McFarland with it. She's been a playmaker so far in this one. She twirls around, and she hits the deck. She adjusts a bandage on her left leg. It's the third or fourth time that she's taken a hard spill. Clock winds, 18:37 to go. She's whacked from behind. The ball's knocked loose. Nice pass out in front. Now the Titans are in business. Kelly streaks in. Thrown out in front. The shot on goal converted by Kashina. And once more, the Titans have doubled up NCC.
Titan goal by number 3, Abby Kashina. Assisted by number 44, Grain Kelly.
Kelly with the assist. It's now 10-5, 18-12 remaining. By the way, a Illinois Wesleyan Day at North Central, apparently. The Illinois Wesleyan baseball team also on the athletic campus, taking on North Central and currently leading 7-0, bottom of the 8th inning. North Central being shut out. Which is surprising to see because the Cardinal baseball team is a very good hitting team. It is a doubleheader, so the Cardinals will have a chance to respond to game number 2. Keep in mind, they just beat Carroll in the best-of-3 series. That last game, 16-5. You have some extremely strong hitters on this team, led by Michael Matea, who's hitting .422. Chris Hill, .360. Nick Sotiros, .350. He's also got 4 homers. Quaddy, .347. Carmody, .339. I mean, these guys rake. Cardinals trying to get fired up. Fans watching on a beautiful afternoon here in Naperville. And there's that finish line. The structure here on the J and Dot Bukema track, which will host some track meets down the road. Outdoor track and field nationals are 5 hours away this year at Mount Union, but the indoor nationals were right here on the campus of North Central, where the Cardinals won yet another title, and in surprising fashion too. We're not expected to win. In fact, a lot of the talk around town was that the Cardinals were a threat to medal, but certainly not win, not with the projected finishes that they had coming in. And then wouldn't you know it, on the final race of the day, the Cardinals secure a tie for the national title. No tiebreaker. They will share the title. Both get first place. Moss pushed from behind, keeps going. Now Met behind the net, kicks it out. Truver. Truver double teamed outside. And a lot of traffic, and Whaling gets hit. And she'll get a free position right straight away. And now a good scoring chance for the Cardinals to make this a 10-6 game. And it's good. Whaling strikes for the second time. And Cassie Whaling makes it a 10-6 game. Nice job capitalizing on that. And NCC within 4, 17-20 remain. Whalen's second goal puts her in a tie with Jordan McFarland for the team lead today, both with 2 apiece. Wesleyan also with an assist. Gives her the lead in points. Cardinals awarded possession off the opening draw control. Richardson Clerk racing up the far sideline and gives off to Wesleyan, who's been active. Truver pushed out of the circle. And ball controlled, maybe? I don't know who has this right now. There's a lot of action right in front, and it looked like Wesleyan got hit in the face. But it's awarded to Wesleyan. Taken away by NCC, Wesleyan with the pickpocket. And a penalty on the Wesleyan Titans. Danielle Fiala giving instructions to Cassie Wesleyan. You can see her right behind her in the gray pullover. 16:33 to go. Here the Cardinals come. Truver, little stutter step, gets her free for a moment. Truver, a couple of moves. Almost had it knocked away. To the top and Wesleyan. Wesleyan looks like she might have injured a shoulder on the play. And that ball was knocked away. Now the Titans are on the attack. Shot is snarled away by Segisio. As Wesleyan has made her way off the field. Cardinals will try and play without one of their senior leaders. Taken away, but the Cardinals right there to possibly recover it. No, take it away. Second effort is good for Danny Engelbright. Titans could just slow play this to the finish if they really want. There's 15 minutes remaining and a 4-goal lead. Cardinals don't want to allow that to happen. Maddie McHugh there, taking it away. And she'll have it off the restart. McFarland lost one up, and it's Truver who claims it in a sea of sticks. Over to Richardson Clerk. Spins towards the middle of the field, now weaving in and out. And she wins her own ground ball, but a whistle blows. Moss with it on the near side. The Cardinals running a set play, trying to catch the Titans off guard. Looked like Scranton might have had some wiggle room right there, but that door shut in a hurry. Moss now in isolation, and she has to carry it back out and gets hit a few times, and now a whistle blows. Long developing play that never truly developed. She winds back out. Will the Cardinals go back into that formation? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like it, with McFarland controlling it on the near side. Spins in. Still with it. Now has to go out and picks up her own ground ball. Moss behind the net. And another call against the Titans. That's just Schill. 12:34 to go. Cardinals need to score in bunches here to get back in. McFarland spins, loses it, and the bump on her is cause for a whistle, and now she'll have a free start position on the far side. Narrow angle, but she might choose to still put it on goal. A shot is better than no shot, and there she goes. Hold on, a whistle. Well, there was a Titan player in that area that is painted off, so they'll redo it. This time it almost goes in, but Quist will take it away. "12-minute mark. That's all the time that remains in this one. McHugh takes it away. Take that back. That was Rebecca Clausen. Claudia Richmond with it. Taken away by Schultz. Take that back. That is Sigisio in the goal. Excuse me. Sigisio, a sophomore from Wisconsin. Waukesha. Deachin loses it. It's still a ground ball, and it's a free agent picked up by the Titans. Shot saved, or was it? And card designated for Deachin. So she'll have to stay out for a minute. Shot deflects in. And another Titan goal makes it 11-6. That one scored by Brianna Metry.
Number 11, Brianna Metry.
Who's a Neuqua Valley product right here in Naperville. Two local products on this Illinois Wesleyan team. In addition to Metry, Jess Schell is an Aurora native and went to Metea Valley. Perhaps she was teammates with Rebecca Clausen. Although a year younger, Clausen also attended Metea Valley. Deachin is a Naperville North grad, as is Nadherney. Those are all the local products. And that brings us to the point that we also cover high school athletics here on NCTV 17. A new episode of Naperville Sports Weekly will air tomorrow night on Channel 17 or online. You can find all the highlights as well, individually broken out at youtube.com/NCTV17sports. Rude awakening for the Cardinals right there. Bit of a collision there at the 40-yard line. Clock continues to roll as we're about to hit 10 minutes left in this game. Zadny, far side, and the pass off the mark. Ground ball still being fought for by Nikki Maris. And now in the scrum is Cassie Whaling, who is back in the game. It's a good sign. Maddie Moss. Double teamed out in front. Now triple teamed as she comes back and splits them. Trying to find somebody open. And that's Anicia Mattingly on the offensive end. Out in front. Goal good. Maddie Moss strikes for the Cardinals.
Cardinal goal by number 19, Madison Moss. Assisted by number 10, Anisha Mattingly.
Cardinals back on the board and making it an 11-7 game. And a timeout taken. We'll take one with them. We'll be right back on NCTV 17. Well, Maddie Moss striking for a goal to bring it back to within 4. The Cardinals trail 11-7 against the Illinois Wesleyan Titans, who are visiting Benedetti Worley Stadium today. Pass comes to the near side. Bidlack goes behind. Titans will probably try and milk the clock as much as possible and try and force the Cardinal defense to extend itself and force a turnover, in which case it'll potentially try and strike. That's a call against the Titans, so the Cardinals will have possession in a moment once this restart gets going. A lot of action in front of the net. Clausen still with it. Lofts it ahead to the 30-yard line. That's a completed pass. Now it's back to Moss, I believe that is. Yes, it is. Her pass never getting through, and it is out of bounds. No, it is not. Now it is. As Moss fighting with Brianna Metry for position, and Moss simply wanted to make sure that ball got out of bounds. Maris had it knocked away, picks up the ground ball, and then loses it once more. Seems like Moss might have gotten in her way unintentionally. Mattingly going up against Dust, who has 4 goals in this one. Under 8 to go. Titans with it near side. Now go behind the net. Little give and go. And it's good. Goal scored by Sam Bidlack. That might be the dagger right there.
Goal by number 9, Sam
Makes it a
Bidlack.
5-score game.
By number 15, Maggie Rouse.
That's tough to overcome in 7 minutes and 18 seconds if you're the Cardinals. Second half of play. Just 7:18 to play. The Cardinals need to get going. They've shown flashes in this one, but not enough consistency to come all the way back. Story of this game is Illinois Wesleyan runs in the first half. That really enabled them to get out in front and stay in front. A 3-0 run to start the game. Cardinals struck twice, made it a 3-2 game. Titans then made it 4-2, to which the Cardinals responded, making it 4-3. And at that point, it felt like whoever was going to score next would take a lot of momentum. And in fact, that was exactly the case. The Titans then would score 4 consecutive goals to make it an 8-3 game. And from there, they never quite looked back. Cardinals coming close, 8-5, but that is it. And that was to start the second half. Titans going on a 5-2 run since that point. And that's where we stand now, 12-7, under 7 to play. So NCC will have some work to do, regardless of the outcome of this game, but they still have Dubuque coming up, plus Carthage. Carthage is one of the top 4 teams as well. The Cardinals want to make sure they make that conference tournament at year's end. To do that, they have to be one of the top 4 teams. You'd imagine they have to win one of the next 2 games, if not both, to make sure that they've secured their spot in the postseason. Richardson minks in the middle of the field, and she loses it as she tried to back her way in. Whistle gives it to Wesleyan once more. Working behind the net. Not sure if the Titans will try and score again or will just try and waste the clock, but it looks like they are intent on continuing to try and score. That one is towards the back and kept in play. Ground ball shot out by Clausen and picked up by the Titans. Our next presentation of Cardinal Lacrosse will come for the men's team. That's on the 26th of Wednesday, this upcoming week, when they take on Carroll. And then a week from today, that'll be a double feature right here on NCTV 17. The women will take on Carthage. The men will take on Illinois Wesleyan as this one's put on going in by Engelbright. Those two games will come a week from today. 1 o'clock start for the women's game, a 4 o'clock start for the men's team. Looking forward to that. Both teams huddled up by the North Central goal. I can imagine the conversation's a little bit different in both of those huddles. Gorgeous day. A view of downtown Naperville from atop Benedetti Worley Stadium. 4:20 remaining in this one. Now's a good time to thank our staff for the afternoon. Our technician back at the station, Rachel Glover, fantastic work. And of course, our producer and cameraman, Chris Picciolo. Crazy to think we only have 3 more live broadcasts left in the school year. Boy, it goes by fast. Feels like just yesterday the football team was getting underway against Weber International University in our first live game. And now it's almost May. Still plenty of action to be left on the schedule, though. The baseball team certainly hopes, as is the softball team, for postseason play. That shot is wayward and picked up by the Titans. Outdoor Nationals will have the men's and women's track teams competing for individual and team national championships. You never know what these two lacrosse teams are going to do. The men's team is off to a really good start in its inaugural season. That goal put in as well. Titans strike again with 3:40 to play. The Cardinals can't stop the bleeding, making it 14-7.
Assisted by number 15, Maddie Rouse.
The women's triathlon team is excited to announce that they are once again hosting the Midwest Regional. Should be a lot of fun. That was really cool to watch last year. Granted, it was at the crack of dawn, but that's worth it. There's something to be said. When we arrived for the triathlon, it was dark out. It was, I think, 4 o'clock in the morning. The sun had not yet risen. But as the athletes were warming up and preparing themselves to start the course, the sun started to creep, and of course it began in the pool as the Cardinals squander a chance out in front of the net. But Centennial Beach was the site of the start line, and some of those shots and some of the just being out there in the ambiance was really cool. You could sense the anxiety for the Cardinals and for all the women because this is the first year of competition. Now it'll be the second next year. And it'll be September 5th, and the official start time, 6:45. Just like last year, the rest of the year will be on the road. That team took 7th place in the national championship. Good stuff in the first year. Speaking of schedules being out, with 2:34 to go, Wesleyan with the ball. Football schedule's out, and an interesting schedule. Illinois Wesleyan, who along with Wheaton is perennially one of the top 2 teams in the conference along with North Central. They'll be the Cardinals' second opponent of the year. Out in front, and no space there, at least not yet. But the Cardinals will open up with Robert Morris and Illinois Wesleyan here at Benedetti Worley Stadium, thank you very much. 2 nighttime games, too. Kelly with it. Out of 2 minutes remaining in this one. Out in front, Kelly. Quick snapshot. And the Cardinals block it. Now come the other way. That's Maddie McHugh. Clausen trying to control it. Left her stick and picked up by the Titans, who are showing no signs of slowing down. And we're at 1 minute remaining in this game. A lot of Titan fans in attendance. They'll be happy with the outcome of this game. The Cardinals certainly will not be. They'll go back to the drawing board and hope for better results against Dubuque on Wednesday, as they prepare for the final 2 games of the season. They'll also be scoreboard watching and seeing what some of these other teams will be doing the rest of the season. Quist coming way out of the goal. As the Cardinals commit a foul, and that should basically do it with 23 seconds remaining. Quist can literally just throw it up if she wants to, but I think she's going to just run around. Not sure what the objective of this is, but it's kind of fun to watch. 4 seconds remaining, and Quist will finish the game for the Titans, and that's it. Game is over. The Cardinals fall to the Titans by a 14-7 margin. So NCC slips to 9-6 overall, including 2-2 in conference, while Illinois Wesleyan improves to 10-5 and 3-1 in conference. Game in the books. So is the broadcast. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon. I hope you join us on Wednesday, and then again next Saturday for a season-ending double feature. I'm Kevin Jackman saying so long. We're signing off until Wednesday on NCTV 17.